anybody don't like it, come see the king. And we gonna start with 50.
Yeah, I just seen the Breakfast Club. Jimmy popping on.
Ladies and gentlemen, the hip-hop internet just went from calm to absolute chaos in about 3 seconds flat. 1 minute people were scrolling through memes and music clips, and the next minute social media exploded like someone dropped a microphone into a fireworks factory. Because suddenly a rumor started flying around that sounded so wild it made the entire timeline stop mid-scroll. Allegedly, Jim Jones and T.I. confronted 50 Cent backstage at a concert, and according to the whispers spreading online, there might even be footage. Yes, you heard that correctly. The same 50 Cent who treats internet drama like a sport. The same T.I. who can turn a microphone into a debate stage. And Jim Jones, who has never exactly been known for staying quiet when tension appears. Now, the moment this rumor hit the internet, the reaction was instant. Twitter looked like a digital boxing arena. Instagram comment sections turned into war zones of opinions. TikTok creators started analyzing the situation like detectives in a crime documentary. Because whenever 50 Cent's name appears in a headline, you already know one thing: things are about to get loud. If there is one thing the internet absolutely loves, it's a good hip-hop mystery. And the moment whispers started spreading about a possible backstage confrontation involving 50 Cent, Jim Jones and T.I., social media switched into full investigative mode. Timelines that were quiet 1 minute suddenly looked like breaking news stations the next. People were replaying clips, sharing screenshots, and debating what they thought they saw like it was the final play in a championship game. The entire situation reportedly started with a short video clip that began circulating late at night. At first glance, it looked like any other backstage moment at a major concert venue. Security guards were moving through the hallway, people were talking loudly, and the usual chaos of a live event filled the frame. But viewers quickly noticed something that didn't look completely ordinary. In the background of the clip, voices sounded tense. Movements appeared rushed. And according to captions spreading with the video, the people involved were allegedly Jim Jones and T.I. approaching 50 Cent backstage. Now, whether the footage actually proves that or not quickly became the center of the debate. But once those names appeared in the rumor, the internet's curiosity level skyrocketed. Because when you combine personalities like 50 Cent, T.I., and Jim Jones in the same sentence, people pay attention immediately. Each of them has built a reputation for speaking their mind and standing their ground. None of them are exactly known for quietly walking away from tension. That's why the rumor instantly sparked interest across hip-hop communities online. The internet reacted exactly the way you would expect. People started replaying the video again and again, zooming in on tiny details as if the footage contained hidden clues. TikTok creators slowed the clip down frame by frame, pointing out body language and gestures like they were analyzing surveillance footage in a detective movie. Meanwhile, Instagram gossip pages began posting the video with dramatic captions that made the situation feel even bigger. Words like confrontation, backstage tension, and security footage started appearing everywhere. Once those phrases hit social media, the comment sections filled up faster than a concert arena on opening night. Some fans were convinced the situation was real. They argued that hip-hop history has always been filled with rivalries and unexpected confrontations. According to them, moments like this aren't surprising when powerful personalities end up in the same place at the same time. In their view, the footage simply captured a moment that wasn't meant for the public to see. Others, however, were much more skeptical. They pointed out that the internet has a habit of turning blurry clips into giant stories that may not reflect reality. Several viewers argued that the video quality made it impossible to confirm who was actually involved. One viral tweet joked that social media can turn 10 seconds of unclear footage into a 2-hour documentary. The jokes didn't stop there. Memes started spreading across timelines almost immediately. One meme showed a group of cartoon detectives staring at a screen labeled backstage footage, trying to figure out what they were looking at. Another meme joked that the internet needs a slow-motion replay and 3 referees just to decide what happened. But even with the humor, people were still paying very close attention to the story. That's because the names involved carry a lot of history in hip-hop culture. 50 Cent, for example, has spent years building a reputation as one of the most outspoken figures in the industry. Whether he's promoting a project or roasting someone online, he rarely stays out of the spotlight. Then there's T.I., a figure who has balanced music, business ventures, and cultural discussions for decades. His voice carries weight in hip-hop conversations. And when his name appears in a rumor, fans immediately start asking questions. Meanwhile, Jim Jones has long been associated with passionate loyalty and strong opinions in the rap world. Put those three names together in the same rumor and you instantly have a headline that grabs attention. The internet knows that when strong personalities cross paths, the results can be unpredictable. That unpredictability is exactly what kept people watching the footage again and again. As the debate continued, reaction videos started appearing across multiple platforms. YouTube commentators began posting breakdowns analyzing the situation like it was a mystery waiting to be solved. Some of them tried to identify voices in the background of the clip. Others focused on body language and movement, attempting to determine whether the moment actually involved tension or was simply normal backstage activity. Twitter threads became even more detailed. Some users attempted to reconstruct the timeline of the concert event where the clip allegedly took place. Others shared old interviews and past moments involving the artists, trying to connect dots that might explain why a confrontation could happen. Of course, not everyone was convinced that anything dramatic had occurred at all. Several fans suggested that the internet might be exaggerating a routine backstage interaction. According to them, large concerts often involve dozens of artists, managers, and security teams moving through the same spaces at the same time. Still, uncertainty only made the story more interesting. Because the internet thrives on two things, more than almost anything else: drama and mystery. When a rumor contains both of those elements, it spreads quickly. The lack of clear answers encouraged even more speculation. Every new comment created another response, and every response added fuel to the conversation. Before long, the clip had reached thousands of viewers across different platforms. Even people who hadn't seen the original video began hearing about the alleged confrontation. Curiosity pulled them into the discussion, and the story continued growing larger. By the end of the day, the rumor about Jim Jones and T.I. confronting 50 Cent backstage had become one of the most talked about topics in hip-hop conversations online. Whether people believed the footage showed a real confrontation or not, the debate itself had already taken on a life of its own. And just when the discussion seemed to reach its peak, something else started happening. INFL, UNCERS began reacting. Bloggers started digging for more details. And the hip-hop community began weighing in with their own opinions. Because in the world of viral celebrity stories, the first wave of reactions is usually just the beginning. Once the alleged backstage clip started circulating, the internet didn't just react, it exploded. What began as a blurry video and a few captions quickly turned into one of the loudest conversations in hip-hop spaces online. Timelines that were quiet a few hours earlier suddenly looked like debate arenas, with thousands of users sharing opinions, jokes, and theories about what might have happened. TikTok was the first place where the reaction really caught fire. Creators began stitching the video with their own commentary, slowing the footage down frame by frame like investigators analyzing security footage in a crime drama. Some claimed they could clearly see body language that suggested tension, while others argued the clip showed nothing unusual at all. Instagram gossip pages jumped into the situation next, posting the footage with bold captions designed to get people talking. Words like backstage drama, hip-hop confrontation, and security leak started appearing everywhere. The posts racked up thousands of likes and comments within minutes, turning the situation into a trending topic across multiple platforms. Of course, Twitter turned the situation into its own special kind of chaos. Threads appeared explaining different theories about the alleged confrontation. Some users posted serious takes about the relationships between the artists involved, while others dropped memes that spread across timelines faster than breaking news. Alerts. One viral tweet joked that the hip-hop community had just discovered the most unexpected crossover episode of the year. Another user wrote that the internet had turned into a giant film analysis club, replaying the clip like it contained hidden clues. The humor spread quickly because people were amazed by how much discussion a few seconds of footage had created. But behind the jokes and memes, the reactions were still intense. Some fans believed the rumor made sense based on past tensions within hip-hop culture. They argued that large concerts and festivals often bring artists together in unpredictable ways. And disagreements can happen when strong personalities cross paths. Backstage. Others completely rejected the idea that anything dramatic had occurred. According to them, the clip was simply showing a busy hallway at a concert venue. They pointed out that security teams often move quickly through backstage areas. And raised voices don't necessarily mean a confrontation is taking place. That clash of opinions turned the internet into a giant debate room. Every new comment created another wave of responses. Every new theory sparked another argument. And every meme kept the story trending longer. Meanwhile, YouTube commentary channels began diving deeper into the situation. Some creators uploaded long breakdown videos, explaining the timeline of the rumor and analyzing how quickly it had spread across the internet. They discussed the reputations of the artists involved and the history of online speculation in hip-hop culture. These videos attracted thousands of viewers who wanted to understand how a single clip could create such a massive conversation. Many commentators pointed out that the story itself might not even be the most interesting part of the situation. Instead, they argued the real story was how social media amplified the rumor. In the past, rumors about backstage moments might have stayed inside industry circles. Now they can reach millions of viewers within minutes. Platforms reward engagement, and controversial discussions generate more engagement than almost anything else. That's exactly what happened here. The more people argued about the clip, the more the algorithms pushed it into new timelines. Viewers who had never heard about the situation suddenly saw it appear on their feeds. Curiosity pulled them into the conversation, adding even more voices to the debate. Some fans admitted they weren't even sure what the original video showed, but they were fascinated by the way the story kept evolving. One comment joked that the internet has the unique ability to turn 10 seconds of unclear footage into a week-long investigation. Despite the humor, the conversation still carried a serious tone for many viewers. Discussions about hip-hop culture, respect, and public perception began appearing alongside the memes. Some commentators said the rumor highlighted how quickly narratives form online, even when evidence is limited. Others argued that moments like this demonstrate the intense attention placed on major artists. When influential figures like 50 Cent, T.I., and Jim Jones appear in the same rumor, people naturally pay closer attention. The names themselves carry enough history and reputation to turn even a small moment into a headline. As the debate continued, another interesting development occurred. Some fans began asking whether any of the artists involved would respond directly. In the age of social media, public figures often address rumors themselves, sometimes confirming details or dismissing them entirely. That possibility added another layer of suspense to the situation. Would someone clarify what actually happened backstage? Would the artists involved comment on the rumors spreading online? Or would the story remain one of those mysterious internet debates that never receives a clear answer? For now, the internet continued doing what it does best, discussing, debating, and analyzing every possible angle. The rumor had already transformed into one of the most talked about topics in hip-hop spaces online. But if the history of viral stories has taught us anything, it's that the biggest twist usually comes after the first wave of reactions. Because eventually someone connected to the story decides to speak. By the time the internet finished arguing about the alleged backstage clip, the story had already taken on a life of its own. What began as a few seconds of unclear footage had turned into one of the loudest hip-hop conversations online. And at this point, the debate wasn't just about the video anymore. It had become a discussion about reputation, perception, and the strange way social media turns rumors into headlines. Because when big names like 50 Cent, T.I., and Jim Jones are involved in a story, attention multiplies instantly. Each of these artists carries years of influence and history in the hip-hop world. Their names alone can generate thousands of reactions. Even before anyone confirms whether the rumor itself is true, that's exactly what happened here. The internet had already turned the alleged confrontation into a trending topic. Fans were still debating what they believed the clip showed. Some insisted the footage captured a tense moment between major figures in hip-hop. Others argued it was simply a normal backstage interaction that had been exaggerated by social media. Meanwhile, commentators continued analyzing the situation from different angles. Some YouTube creators focused on the culture of viral rumors and how quickly narratives can spread online. They pointed out that in today's digital world, even a short clip can become a major headline within minutes. In previous eras, stories about backstage interactions might have remained inside industry circles. Artists, managers, and security teams would handle the situation privately. But social media has changed the rules completely. Now any small moment can be captured, shared, and debated by millions of viewers almost instantly. That shift creates a unique kind of spotlight for public figures. On one hand, social media allows artists to connect directly with fans and control their own narratives. On the other hand, it also means rumors and speculation can travel extremely fast before anyone has the chance to explain what actually happened. The alleged footage involving Jim Jones, T.I., and 50 Cent became a perfect example of that phenomenon, within hours of appearing online. The clip had already reached thousands of viewers. Reaction videos, commentary posts, and memes were circulating everywhere. Even people who hadn't seen the original video were discussing the situation simply because the topic had become so widespread. Another interesting development was the way different communities reacted to the rumor. Some fans approached the story like a sports rivalry, choosing sides and debating who they believed was right or wrong. Others treated the situation more like entertainment, enjoying the memes and jokes that filled their timelines. The memes themselves became a huge part of the story. One viral meme showed a group of cartoon detectives examining a screen labeled backstage footage, with red strings connecting different theories about what happened. Another meme compared the internet's reaction to a courtroom drama where everyone suddenly becomes a lawyer presenting their case. While the humor spread quickly, the underlying curiosity never disappeared. People still wanted answers. Did the alleged confrontation actually happen? Was the video misunderstood? Or was the entire situation simply another example of the internet exaggerating a small moment? Without clear confirmation from anyone involved, the debate continued spinning in different directions. Some viewers believed the truth might eventually come out if new footage or statements appeared. Others predicted that the story would fade away once the internet moved on to its next trending topic. That unpredictability is one of the defining features of social media culture. Stories rise quickly, dominate conversations for a short time, and then sometimes disappear just as fast. But occasionally, a rumor sparks enough attention that it becomes part of a larger narrative surrounding the people involved. For 50 Cent, being at the center of viral discussions is nothing new. Over the years, he has built a reputation for responding to rumors and controversies with humor, sarcasm, and sharp commentary. Fans often expect him to address situations directly, especially when his name begins trending across platforms. T.I. and Jim Jones also have strong presences within hip-hop culture. Their voices carry influence, and their reactions to rumors often shape how fans interpret situations. Because of that, many viewers began wondering whether one of the artists might eventually speak about the alleged confrontation. That possibility kept the internet watching closely. Every new post or comment from any of the artists could potentially change the narrative. Social media users refreshed their feeds, waiting to see if someone involved would respond. In the world of viral rumors, a single tweet or video can instantly shift public perception, even if no response appears. The story still leaves an impact. Moments like this highlight how powerful online attention has become. A short clip, a few captions, and thousands of reactions can create a headline that spreads across the entire internet. Whether the rumor proves accurate or not, the conversation itself becomes part of the cultural moment. In many ways, the alleged backstage encounter, has already joined the long list of viral hip-hop discussions that capture public curiosity. The combination of mystery, big names, and social media speculation created the perfect recipe for a trending topic, and that brings the situation back to the same question that started it all. What really happened backstage? The internet may never receive a completely clear answer, but one thing is certain. The conversation surrounding the rumor has already proven how quickly a moment can grow into a massive debate in the digital age. For now, the timelines have begun to calm down. The memes are still floating around, the commentary videos are still collecting views, and fans continue sharing their opinions. But as history has shown time and time again, stories like this rarely stay quiet forever, because in the unpredictable world of hip-hop and social media, the next update could arrive at any moment. And there you have it, another moment where the internet did what it does best: turn a few seconds of footage into a full-blown hip-hop mystery. 1 minute everything looks normal backstage at a concert, and the next minute timelines everywhere are exploding with debates, memes, and theories about what might have actually happened. But now the big question goes to you. What do you think about the alleged footage involving Jim Jones, T.I., and 50 Cent? Do you believe there was really a tense backstage confrontation? Or do you think the internet might have blown a normal moment way out of proportion? Because right now the internet is completely divided. Some fans are convinced the clip shows something serious, while others think it's just another example of social media turning speculation into a headline. Drop your thoughts down in the comments below. We want to hear what you think really happened, because sometimes the comment section ends up being the most entertaining part of the entire story. And if you enjoyed this breakdown of one of the internet's latest hip-hop debates, make sure you smash that like button like it owes you money. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you never miss the next viral story when it hits the timeline, because around here, we keep you locked in on the wildest celebrity headlines, the biggest hip-hop debates, and the moments the internet can't stop talking about. This is Fame Blueprint, where we break down the rumors, the reactions, and the real story behind the headlines.